as you can see, I'm repping that BMT. No matter where I go, no matter where I be.
Some of them seats in, some of them front kicks in. You know, still cooling. You know what I'm saying? I'm still cool. I ain't busting sweat. You know, that's what it is. Yoga. Passport bros.
Passport bros up.
Travelversity in the building. Shout out to my boy BMT, man. Yeah, go cop the new merch.
What we have a problem with is, on black women as a reason to go over to take advantage of women who are not financially stable. You go over here to find somebody who's going to treat you like a king.
Download now on the App Store and Google Play.
All right, and we are live, family. Welcome to another show. I got my man Marcus A. Brown, MAB, in the building today, and we're going to be talking about his first experience out here in Thailand. My man was in Bangkok and Pattaya. We linked up, had a great time. We're going to show those clips throughout the live stream, so guys, stay tuned. I know some of you guys have not been to Thailand yet, so you can get a first-hand view at, a guy's first experience, man. Shout out my man MAB in the building. What up, Marcus?
Yo, what up, BMT? What's good, bro? What up to the chat? Hey, bro, you you wild for that thumbnail, man. We gonna talk about it though. I told him he gonna get me in trouble in the DR.
Right. Yeah, man. So Marcus, you've been in these travel streets for quite some time, man. You're one of the guys that actually inspired me. You did a really, really dope travel video. Matter of fact, you did one of the first well put together travel videos in like that Passport Bro space with the music and the narration and everything and linking up and kind of telling brothers how your experience was, man. Let's just go back real quick, man. What kind of got you started in the very first place? Like, kind of go into that travel niche.
Yes, sir. Okay, well, I got to give you props first because I'm speaking with BMT, Aaron Ferris, the founder of the Passport Bro app, as well as the originator, the person who I say came up with that Passport Bro hashtag. So what I was doing, before that, I just wanted to be a travel vlogger. And I think one of the more popular videos I did was the Red Pill Retreat in Sosua. And this was maybe 2017 or 2018 with Russell Taylor. It was my first time in the DR by myself because I used to go a couple of times with different groups. But my first time being by myself, I'm like, and I was single at the time. So I'm like, cool, I can, be live and direct with it. And I just wanted to kind of bring a different element of not necessarily a series, but it ended up being that way because I had so much footage. And I got a lot of good and bad reviews on that because if you remember at the time, you had some brothers, some of the OGs that were saying, hey, you don't need to be filming all this, even if I was trying to put a positive spin on it. And then you had the dating coaches that I was going back and forth with because there's a lot of people that are still of the opinion that if you're traveling, if you're going outside the so-called matrix, then that has to be from some like failure at home. So nowadays, bring it up to 2025, we can see everybody got the receipts for whatever you're looking for. I mean, if you're looking for something negative, you can find that. But if you're looking for something positive, if you're looking for success stories, those are out there too. So I'm just happy to have played a part in that journey. And like I said, I'm inspired by brothers like yourself, brothers like Zoom to Thailand, brothers like Russell Taylor. It's a lot of brothers out here. And shout out to rest in peace, Charles Tyler, like the forerunners of this stuff, the people that have been just out here paving the way before us. I was just around trying to get in where I fit in then. So now, I'm everything coming full circle. BMT been kind of pulling me back in the mix, saying you got to get back out here. So here I am.
Yeah, I had came across one of your tracks, man, because y'all don't know, my man rap as well, and he would be sending me Passport Bro, songs all the time. They be hella trash. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, bro, what is this? Like, oh my goodness, I don't know why some guys even still want to rap at their ages, right?
Yeah.
And then of course we had the Passport Bro song by the brother that's linked up with God damn it, J. Cole artist.
Oh yeah.
I forgot his name, man. Hey, forgive me because I want to bring that brother on for a platform. He did a big Passport Bro song, kind of capitalizing off the popularity of the hashtag and the term and everything. Really dope song. But besides that song, you got the tightest, Passport Bro travel song. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, appreciate it, man. You inspired that. BMT kind of gave me blessings on that. He said if you did a song, it'd be dope. And the Cheers song, there was a song I did named Cheers that was more kind of celebrating making progress in life. And by you saying that you like that song, I wanted to put a spin on that. So the song that we've been pushing now, we got a couple of songs. The main one has been Flights Not Feelings, which is like Cheers Part 2. Right now, we're finishing up.
Stuck in my head.
What's that doing numbers? I knew, what's that doing
numbers?
That's like a summertime joint. So we're gonna be pushing that this summer.
Man, can we play some of your music like later on during the show? Go get more
people. Oh yeah.
Okay, so we'll play some of your tracks as well, man. But yeah, this is dope collab, man. Marcus does really dope content. He was like I said, you was one of the front runners. I mean, I was out there in the space as well, but you was definitely one of the front runners doing live streams, and you know how to like really put the content together. You weren't doing no bullshit, sneak camming and all that bullshit.
Oh no. No, all I need is the green light. I don't like filming people that don't want to be filmed, but if I got the green light, I want to make everybody look good.
For sure. So let me ask you this, man, because you went to the military and everything like that. So you was able to be looking from the outside, kind of looking in. Like, what did you think as you saw the space kind of expanding, but not only expanding, like being somewhat controversial as well? Because a lot of people, like my black man option, bro, they kicked me out the group.
Oh man.
But I guess they felt like maybe it was a little bit of overexposure and kind of negative, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's just like, bro, when something starts rolling down the hill, it really ain't too much we can do about it, right? Like when guys started associating more so the women with everything, it started, the women started the backlash of the women. Like, how did you view that outside looking in, being one of the front runners? Were you thinking like in your head, like, oh shit, fuck that, these dudes have fucked it up, or you think it's just maybe growing pains or something like that?
I mean, I understand it. I think to an extent, sex sells, and that's not just with the travel community, but with everything. Look at what they do in Hollywood. Look at what they do just in advertisement in general. If it's not like an attractive woman or like some type of status or success symbol, that's usually what sells to a lot of people. So, I mean, obviously it can be taken to an extreme, but you know this, I did videos in Dubai, I did videos in Kenya, and those were pretty clean videos. They got nowhere near the amount of views or engagement that the Sasua videos got. So, I mean, I don't really blame brothers if they do it tastefully, and I know tastefully is subjective. But I think where I draw the line, where I get an issue is where outsiders like culture vultures kind of use the term that you came up with, Passport Bros, and try to paint it in a negative light or just associate anything Passport Bros with something negative. That's what I'm pushing back against.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I say, maybe some of the OGs might be a little teed off at your boy, but like I said, they think that I can just like overnight straighten up the brand more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, that's more of a process, and it's going to take more than just me. Like I have a platform, but it's not as big as guys with platforms with hundreds of thousands of subs that have literally turned their channels into Passport Bros channels. There's some twins out there in the Philippines that actually ran into them in a mall out here in Pattaya, like just last week when me and you was linking up, and they had 1 million subs, bro. Now their channel was based on like entrepreneurship, success, but they switched over to the Passport Bros content. right? They start
Right. I wonder
stuff.
why. I don't even know who you're talking about, but I wonder why. I mean, because it's a catchy hashtag.
Exactly. So it's just like they transitioned from the entrepreneur, the hustle stuff to the passport bro stuff and moved overseas. So a lot of cats has been capitalizing on the popularity of the term.
Yeah.
It's so popular that if any incident happens overseas with any guys that are deemed to be single, they're going to deem it to be a passport bro.
Yeah, that's what I got an issue
55
with.
years old, you know what I'm saying? Age, it does not matter. If they're single and they're a guy, they will be deemed a passport bro. Not by me or you or us.
Not by themselves either, yeah.
Not even by themselves, by the media. Like you did a short yesterday about the brother that got into the incident out here in Pattaya Thailand. You know what I'm saying? And they deemed him a passport bro. I'm just like, damn, how is he a passport? But he just got in a random incident in Pattaya, which is very rare, by the way. Like it's very rare you see a brother get any incident in overseas. But
I've talked with other guys that live overseas, mostly in Colombia and DR, but these are like older guys, and they still support the passport bro term and the movement. They're older, obviously, so they kind of got a little experience on the hijacking of movements and the hijacking of terminology. Like, for example, and I don't want to get like political now, but the whole Black consciousness, when that became woke, and then that whole term, some people hear the term woke and they get turned off by it, but there's a reason behind that. And it's the same thing with passport bros. It's the same thing with any term, Black, African American, anything that gains popularity. There's image makers that want to take that concept and like run it into the ground because it's a threat. It represents a threat of change. Like passport bros, in my opinion, it's not a threat to anybody that's not doing the right thing to begin with. It's only a threat to people that want to extort or take advantage of single men in particular countries, like the United States, for example. I know that they suffer from passport bro. There's the more brothers that's traveling, the less that they're in that matrix to be dealing with police brutality, to be dealing with the high living expenses, to be dealing with the dating issues, to be dealing with like all these things, also to contribute to the consumer base. Because when we overseas, we bring in our dollars with us for the most part. So like, I'm kind of looking at a bigger picture of there's agendas that's larger than us, that's have a vested interest in trashing that term. And you know, they may get away with it or they may not, but it's not going to stop brothers from traveling. It's not going to stop people from traveling in general. But I really would like to see the passport bros, that term, maintain like dignity and class, because that's only here. Being out in Thailand, being in the DR, being in Colombia, people are familiar with it, but nobody's hearing that term saying like these are bad people. Because you would know as well as I know, like we have maintained good relationships with the locals in all the communities we go to. So that's the benefit to traveling, is we don't really have to deal with the stereotypes of what
the West,
with the Western worlds would cast onto us. We get an opportunity to go form our own reputations. And when the people know you themselves, like all that narrative stuff, it don't matter, because they like, no, I know this brother, I know Marcus, I know Unc Jay, I know BMT, like these are good people and I ain't got no problems with them. So like that really does pose a threat to people that want to paint us in a certain way.
Right, exactly. Like they want us to be the brunt bearer of everything bad in the West for the most part. When they see something with like I would say a Black male orientation with the bros at the end, then you see guys that, you know, pretty much brothers out there moving around. And we know passport bros is, you know, ethnic inclusive of everybody.
Yeah.
But, you know, a lot of the men are suffering from the social ills of the West, whether they Black or white. Right.
Exactly.
So when they see that brain drain and they see that, damn, now these guys recognize their value, because a lot of women were kind of making it seem like, oh, we don't want those guys anyway. Those guys are losers. And I'm just sitting here like, wait a minute, like we just traveling outside the country. You know what I mean? Like, how's that? You know, guys that travel out the country 9 times out of 10 usually have their shit together, right?
Except for me, I'm broke and dusty. I don't know how I be traveling. I just be ending up places. I ain't even did a GoFundMe or Cash App or none of that. I don't know. But no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like there's this stereotype that anybody that's traveling, especially single men from the West, they must be the undesirables or they must have some type of issues. And yeah, those people exist. Like I said, if you're looking hard enough, you'll find whoever or whatever you're looking for. But most of the people that have an issue with brothers traveling are actively ignoring the success stories. And they can only do that for so long because the receipts, I'm back not far from Chicago right now. I'm back in the Matrix. And the receipts are out there, like these speed dating events, all that's slowing down. This matchmaking stuff, all that's slowing down. I mean, where the brothers at? They either married and settled down already or they gone. So I see the receipts on both sides.
Facts. We'll give some comments, some shout outs, man. Shout out, man, Sound Mind Business. The title has to be clickbait. Come on. We're going to talk about the title, man.
Yeah, I said he was.
Well, this all a good fun. Shout out, my man, Jet Black. He said he actually lost the thumbnail. He did. He actually lose it there, like in the thumbnail. I'm just tuning out, so I'm late. Stop it. You're talking about a thumbnail. All right, stop the cap.
He got a story like that for real.
Right,
I didn't lose my virginity in Thailand, but I lost my Thailand virginity. Maybe that would have been a better way to say, because that was my first Southeast Asian country. That was my first Asian country. Right. So I appreciate BMT for linking up with me out there. Facts,
man. We had a good time. We're gonna show some clips too. We're gonna definitely show some clips too. It was the title actually, guys, is supposed to be "I Lost My Mind" for Thailand. We kind of switched it up at the end. Just kind of joke around like that a little bit, but we all know Marcus, do his thing. So we got our first super chat of the day, man. I want to give a shout out to my man Oak Ridge 221 with a $20 super chat, man. I really appreciate that, brother. He says, "I really appreciate how you bros communicate and show each other love. This is how we're supposed to be towards each other." This is a good, very good super chat by Oak Ridge. One of the first things I noticed immediately when I was in Brazil, we know in America, let's say maybe about even 10 years ago, if we were from different cities, we kind of was like, "Oh, that's Marcus, he's from Chicago." You know what I'm saying? It was like, yes, we will always mention that, like in the States, even probably still now. It's like, yeah, that's my homeboy Marcus. He's a Chi-Town dude. It's all, you got to put that little spin on it to let him know that he ain't from where our city is, right?
Yeah.
ATL's good at that. That's Bobby. He from New York.
Chicago, dude.
That's John. He from DC. That's one of my Cali dudes. And sometimes there'll be love, but sometimes there'll be a little. But when you go overseas, you got brothers from Cali. Like my first time being in Brazil, I'm hanging with brothers from California. That I've never really, I never really hung with Cali dudes like that before. I'm hanging with dudes from DC, hanging with dudes from New York, and we all getting along. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's going to be some ruckus here and there because it's, that's how we operate just as any people. You got some guys, from different places. You're going to be a little ruckus here and there, not a lot. But I saw that culture being able to bond us because the language bonds us together. Like we're safer together overseas than we are apart.
Facts.
And I think that's one of the most, great things about being like the Passport Bros or just being in a travel space period is the fact that you're networking not only with brothers from different cities, but you also talking to guys from different age brackets, right? Like older cats, you know what I'm saying? OGs, you got more of an OG, so you got some counsel now. Like
right.
Reach out to my man Zoom. Hey Zoom, what you think about this? Zoom off the chain though, you know what I'm saying? Zoom off the chain with it. I can reach out to the man. I can reach out to Andre Love Crossing Borders. Then I can pass the information that I get and regurgitate the information to my younger guys like Travelversity, my dude Young Malcolm. You see what I'm saying? Now we got the patriarchy being formed again overseas. Did you kind of witness that too?
All the time. I mean, there's a few things I could speak on that as far as the older gentlemen. For one, they inspire me. Usually when I touch down in the country for the first time, I'm always trying to reach out to the OGs. I got a lot of love for brothers who are willing to impart any type of information, especially to younger brothers, because they don't necessarily have to do that, but it just kind of happens naturally. A lot of the moves I'm making right now were inspired by people who have done the stuff before me anyway. So I'm always trying to soak up wisdom from the OGs. Something that you said, I don't want to change the subject, but you reminded me of something that you spoke to when we were hanging out. as far as other travelers, when brothers are doing something and it's negative like that, that's almost broadcasted at full throttle. Whereas when we see other people doing reckless stuff, I know you know what I'm talking about. Like that's not broadcasted nowhere as near as the same. I can't say it as good as you did because we was just hanging out when you said it, but that was a powerful statement. Like just when I was out in Thailand, I saw a guy of a different persuasion. He was like super sloppy drunk. I ain't never even seen brothers out here that messed up, and he almost got hit by a car. So like it took everything in me to not record. I was like, oh, he finna get sweet.
Right.
It's finna be ugly. I mean, thank God he was all right, but yeah, if that would have been one of us, man, that stuff would have been on World Star by now. So like, it's not that brothers are out here doing nothing to reckless stuff. We're not doing that, and if we are, more often than not, it's the people that are not hanging with the elders. They're not looking for consultations. A lot of us that kind of keep that network together, like we look out for each other, and we also kind of put each other on game on. This is what's established. Like this, how we move. You can do your own thing, but this is what you need to be mindful of. And I love that part of the community.
Right, that's facts. Because in Thailand's one of them countries where every ethnic group is a brand, right? So when they don't just put like in America, it's black or white basically, and they're gonna have black people looking all stupid and crazy like how they usually have us do. Like it might be, I give you a prime example, and we're not gonna go into the race thing or anything like that, but there might be three crimes committed by black people in the city that particular day, and 30 by white people, but they're gonna put the black people up on the front cover, right?
Yeah.
Well, at least in Thailand, everything is based on ethnic groups. So if a tourist does something, they're gonna say Russian tourists did this.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? British UK tourists did this. Nigerian tourists did this. You know what I'm saying? And you rarely ever see Americans in general do anything kind of out the way, right? First of all, we got we grew up in this super aggressive police force, policing in America. That's whether you white or black, because they be shitting on everybody in the States. But that's one of the good things about it. And when you come out here, you will be more well-rounded, because it's just like, okay, I thought it was just my ethnic group that was janky and dusty and ghetto. But then you start hanging out with Irishmen, you start hanging out with, you know what I'm saying, Aussies, people like, oh, they on some dusty shit too.
Yeah.
Right? Like, okay, so there ain't no perfect ethnic group. But in America, they might make it seem like there's a such thing as a model ethnicity or a model minority, when the truth is there is none. Everybody dusty. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's good and bad happens in every
ethnic group on the planet. Let me catch my I almost said my baby, not my baby. Zed, Jet Black. Most passport bros are like that. Don't feel bad. Lie them. Don't even take showers. Okay, Zed.
I've been seeing like a little bit of that in the chat. I don't know what's going on with the people not taking showers. Was that like a story? Is it a story behind that?
That's Zed. That's one of my trolls, bro. That's one.
All right. Well, I mean,
I got a lot of love for Zed.
I don't know how deep y'all want to go down the rabbit hole, but like, I'm real big on taking showers, because like some of the ladies I done hung out with, that's like that's better than foreplay. You're gonna take the shower together. That's how you kick it off. Well, hey, shout out to Jay Class.
Some people do be stinking. Not passport bros, but I'm saying other groups of guys do be stinking. Hey,
I wouldn't know, especially if it's in a warm climate. If the country is humid, I'm taking showers multiple times a day.
Facts.
It's too hot for that. It's too, and I ain't been going nowhere cold on purpose. So everywhere I've been going, it's been having kind of like a Caribbean or a tropical vibe to it. So, hey, brother, y'all gotta wash it up, man. Y'all gotta take showers out there.
That's how brothers is. We be super clean cut half the time when we overseas. But
all the time.
Let me ask you this, man. So let's start off with your trip. You in Thailand. A lot of people kind of be concerned about the flight distance. Was that like a big barrier, or have you flown that far before?
Yeah, I just got back from deployment. That was even worse. I mean, because you're making multiple pit stops and stuff like that. So like, for me, I don't mind the long layovers or the long trips, but I do understand why brothers say if you're gonna make that long of a trip, then you need more time. I was there for 10 days, like almost 11 days. So that was enough for me to get a feel for Thailand, but it definitely wasn't enough for me to like see everything I want to see, do everything I want to do. But no, I was more of a weekend warrior even before the military. So it wasn't uncommon for me to take a flight to spend 3 or 4 days somewhere. I'm fortunate now that I could stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah. I tell guys, I be like, man, I mean, some guys, I guess they come to Thailand so often they don't mind doing 5-6 days, but I don't think that's enough time for that.
No, it's definitely not. But I mean,
basically a 2-day flight, basically.
If you don't mind a flight, then go for it. But I totally understand why you would want to spend as much time as you can. And I'm sure we'll get into this in the live stream, but like just based on the living expenses alone, like the most expensive thing is the flight. Once you're there, like you can save more money, at least in Thailand, you can save more money than you would being here, being in the US.
Facts. That's facts, man. Like I say, you're gonna be like it's gonna be like a 2-day flight, but if you can do like 14 days, you think 14 days is pretty good?
I mean, it depends on the person. I mean, everybody got different situations as far as like employment or income. And but no, if you got the time to do it, like definitely stay as long as you can.
And now you went to Bangkok first. Did you enjoy Bangkok or Pattaya?
I enjoyed both for different reasons. I was doing more of the touristy thing in Bangkok, but and you knew this through the Passport Bro app. So I was going at it in the Passport Bro app because I'm like, where the brothers at? I'm in Bangkok though. This is when I landed in Bangkok. I checked into the Airbnb and I'm walking around looking like this lost kid. And you know, like BMT said, there's a lot of people out there. So I hung out with some African brothers for a minute. I hung out with like some kind of hipster type. I don't know where they were from, but some European guys. I was hanging out with them, but I'm like, where the brothers at? And I'm in the app like asking. Then I hit up BMT. He said, man, I'm in Pattaya or Pattaya. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but I was like, okay, I'm in the wrong spot. I'm gonna go ahead and take some selfies. I'm gonna go check out the Buddhas and the temples and stuff. But like Pattaya, I definitely need to spend more time there after I see like that's where the brothers be at most of the time. Yeah, I think if I had to choose between the two, I would definitely fly into Bangkok and spend like a day or two there, but I would spend the majority of the time. I like that beach vibe. I like that beach town atmosphere. So it kind of felt familiar to me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And a lot of guys, I'll be very transparent. A lot of guys ask me, they be like, hey, BMT, where can you find like the girlfriends and the wifey material at? And I'm like, well, it's all over top, right? But Pattaya is kind of like Vegas, so it's kind of turned up. You definitely can find a mate in Bangkok, 100%.
Yeah, I can see that, especially by being the capital. What I noticed about being
an actual city, so you got women from all over.
Yeah.
Europe, Asia, Africa. I'm like, bro, you can't find something in Bangkok, something wrong. You know what I'm saying?
No, they definitely out there. I was just kind of going through that, like that. I was spoiled, but like I said about OGs and the Passport Bro. So like I'm always looking for American brothers, and that was like the first time I went somewhere, and I didn't know where to look. So I'm like, where do I need to go? Where do I need to be? And when I got to Pattaya, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the vibe right here.
See, the only con about there's a couple of cons when it comes to Bangkok. The traffic is number one.
Yeah, it's definitely busy with the traffic.
If you don't mind sitting in traffic pretty much all day, like preferably you would want to come out the house like before 10 and after 7. If you're trying to drive somewhere.
Right, I noticed that.
I mean, it's just laying back. On top of the air pollution is one of the worst air polluted cities in the world. Like it's really, really bad. It might not be bad for everybody, but I know my first few hours in Bangkok, my eyes are burning. Like my eyes are bloodshot burning red. I have to like sit there and just chill for like a minute so my respiratory system can adjust a little bit, right? You definitely want to have the little mint. I don't know what they call it.
But like a face mask or something?
No, it's not a face mask. I wish I had some right now, but all my guys that live in Thailand know what it is. It's like you sniff it to kind of clear out your nostrils.
I've seen some people doing. I didn't know what they were doing. It's like something they put up to they know. Yeah,
Right.
I didn't know what they were doing, but yeah, I've seen that.
Right. So that's the kind of, so a lot of guys, you know, people be thinking like, oh, you just moved in Pattaya for the girls, and I'm like, nah, man, Pattaya is a really dope city to live. Like it's like, to me, it's like Orlando, right? It's like Orlando and Vegas mixed together. Right, and they do got, matter of fact, I just talked to some guys in the basketball court yesterday about the casinos that's coming. So it's definitely going to be like a Southeast Asian Vegas in the next few years. But it's just Pattaya is just a dope, laid back vibe. A lot of people are retirees. You got a lot of different ethnic groups, you know, around their own little sections and everything like that. But everything is cool, man. Like Pattaya is still pretty solid city to be in.
Yeah, what I liked about it is it's busy enough, but it's not, like you said, the traffic. It's traffic all over Thailand from what I could see, or at least in Bangkok and Pattaya. But like the traffic in Pattaya wasn't as bad. I like the, what do you call it? The Thailand bus, the bot bus that we hopping on. Yeah, that's real convenient. You just hop on and ride down the street instead of taking that walk. I did walk along the beach a lot, so I could see getting exercise in the morning. You could walk up and down the beach. That's cool. It's busy, but it's laid back. I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of got both.
Right. Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Actually, it's busy and laid back. So let's ask this question. All right, Marcus is not losing to Virginty and Pattaya.
Yeah, I saw somebody ask it. Yeah, that was like a little like there is something. I lost the, what do you call it? The soy 6 Virginity. I got initiated. That was another term. I got initiated.
Oh, you know what? I gotta pull that up too. That shit was funny.
Hold on. Got video of that? I was like, damn, I don't know if you got that on camera or not.
Nah, not the Soy 6 thing. I don't got that video, but I got the video of the passport bro initiation in Thailand.
It was more than one, but yeah, I think I know which one he's talking about.
Right. Hold on. I'll find that video in a second. But yeah, if you can see yourself a passport bro, guys, you have to do this when you arrive in Thailand. So let me play this quick clip. You had something to say on video. Let me play this real quick.
Hey, I said no disrespect to the bros at the crib, man, but this right here, this is shit.
Hold on, there we go. Sorry guys, we lagging a little bit.
Hey, I said no disrespect to the bros at the crib, man, but this right here, this is shitting on Miami to me, man. I do this all day, every day. Get your passport, man. Get up out of there. I'm telling y'all, slide.
Yeah, that was a good clip.
Yeah, I still got brothers that's like inviting me to stuff in like New York and Florida, Miami and whatnot, Vegas, and those are good places to turn up. But like in terms of the prices you pay and the attitudes you put up with, I just can't do it. I can't pay to do it. I can't.
Yeah, brother, you paying like what, thousands of dollars to go to Miami? I'd be like, what?
Yeah, just to sit on South Beach and say, you shorty bad. Like, come on, man. Like, I be telling people come with me, and they just. I've had 2 brothers so far that was willing to travel outside the U.S. with me, and they had good experiences. But like, it reminded me that not everybody wants to go places by themselves, or not everybody feels comfortable like traveling, kind of seeing the unknown. So I'm glad. I appreciate the brothers that was willing to make trips with me, but I also understand like Miami is familiar, Vegas is familiar, even Chicago, being downtown Chicago, it's familiar. But for me, like after being in different countries, I'm not paying these prices here for nothing. Like, it's not worth it.
Facts. And I think this is the clip. Hold on, let me see this. There we go. Hold on. So if you guys don't know, the passport bro initiation, when you come to Thailand, family, you have to eat bugs. Any bug, at least a bug, at least a cricket.
He on his WEF stuff.
So we told Marcus, I said, hey man, you know, your first time, not your first time, but you know, you in Thailand, Y'all tried it. We all tried it out. That's how I was hit. Shout out to Tropiversity and my man Wojo, my man Joe. I was in a bar and they pulled and they gave me the crickets and I was like, man, I can't do it.
Oh, I thought it was just me because I was gonna do it anyway. They got you.
Yeah, they got me. They got me. So,
Dang.
Here we go, fam. Let's check them out.
Best around with Aaron, man.
Hey, man, everybody does this when they come to Thailand, bro. They got to try it out.
None of y'all do this.
No, we do it, man. We've all. Actually, matter of fact, I can show you on video. I ate a scorpion or tarantula. Yeah, I can show you on video. It was really delicious, bro. It was really good. It was the most amazing thing I ever tasted in my life, bro. Trust me.
All right, I got grasshoppers for everybody.
No, I'm good. I'm good. All right, man. Let's do it.
Look, I thought it was one.
Yeah, man. And you got to eat all of them, brother.
Bro, I just wanted to tell you, I ain't doing no sample. It's still hot. Yeah, at least it's fresh.
Okay. She said, at least it's fresh.
It's still hot.
There you go.
All right, you ready?
Let's get it.
Here we go. I ate something like this in Colombia.
Okay. Oh, yeah, in Colombia.
I'm mad he's looking at me, bro. What you looking at?
Look at Daddy.
Daddy, like, don't do it.
It's decent?
It's just crunchy.
Yeah, nay.
Nay to the leg, but the rest of it is edible.
All right, man. Welcome to Thailand, brother. So how was it, man? Was it good? Or?
So y'all know, I wanted to try it, but I ain't eat that whole thing, man. I was chewing on one for like 20 minutes. And then I said, no, let me get the I was chewing on one for 20 minutes, then I did the barbecue chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like I said, it's good to know that it's edible, but I ain't in a hurry to be like, I'm never gonna fly to Thailand and say, damn, you know what, I got a taste for some grasshoppers.
You know what I mean? I mean,
they no
it was seasoned well though. The season was good, right?
I couldn't even taste the seasoning. I mean, it was just chewy. It was chewy. It was, like I said, them legs was pokey, but get rid of the legs. You can chew on it for a minute. BFT gonna turn into Spider-Man eating that bug. Oh.
Hey, it was terrible.
Something to do, man. It was something to do.
Horrible, bro. That shit was nasty as hell. I ain't gonna lie.
So
the grasshoppers wasn't that bad.
I did something similar in Colombia. They had these ants. Like you basically eating the butt of an ant. A big ant though, and it's allegedly it's an aphrodisiac. I ain't had no problems performing in Colombia, so I don't know if it worked or not. I ain't had no problems either way. But that's something you can get, where they sell the street food.
You know, it was so dope, and I gotta do a video about that. It's like different aphrodisiacs foods in every single country, right? Like in the Caribbean, it's the lambi, which is like the what is lambi? It's like, I forgot what it is, but lambi is like the mussels that stick on the rocks and stuff like that, and they chop it up, and that's supposed to be aphrodisiac. Then of course you got the mamajuana. That's like an aphrodisiac. That shit works. Then you got something in Brazil that's similar to mamajuana. It's the same little concept. It's like tree bark. You can drink that. Matter of fact, I blocked out my first night in Brazil drinking that bullshit. But they got that, and then in Asia they got Tonkat Ali. That's more of a supplement, but that get you there. A lot of brothers.
What's it called?
Tonkat Ali.
Oh, Tomcat. Okay.
Yeah,
I haven't heard of
Ali. Yeah, they got all different forms and different honeys. A lot of brothers are on Tonkat Ali out here, so they don't really do that. I mean, they sell, the little vendors sell Viagra's and stuff to the tourists, because the Western guys don't know any better. But there are so many different, aphrodisiac products in every single country.
I mean, I'm down to try it. I ain't saying I need it or not. But the ant thing, that was another night I was slapped. Even in this clip here, like it was something I said I would do. I didn't know we was gonna do it that day. So like BMT kind of just walked me to. He said, "Oh look, here you go. You gotta do this."
All right, shout out my man Scott Cook with a $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate that. He says, Pattaya poops on Miami, LOL. Love to see young brothers doing their thing. Keep traveling, bros. The travel doc. Shout out to my travel docs, man.
Shout out to Scott Cook.
You know, shout out to my travel doc. Shout out to my man Scott Cook in the building. Shout out to my people. So we got another clip of you on Soy 6, the Soy 6 experience. Hold on, let me see if I can. I think it's this one right here.
Antoine Hood. No, I didn't do the soapy massage. I mean, I don't even know what that is. I know that's something that they do in the massage spots, but I missed out on that.
That's the rush hour joint.
When
you walk in and you see all the ladies and everything, like that's that rush hour. The clip where,
like I said, I didn't have enough time to really do that. I got to get back out there probably in like October. I'm gonna see if I can make it to Zoom Fest with Richie Mack. So shout out to Richie Mack, Zoom to Thailand. Yeah, if I can make it to Zoom Fest, I'll have to spend more time out there.
All right. So let me see. Let me pull this up.
Besides me getting roughed up by that strong, cute ass chick.
Hold on. Here we go.
I'm good, man. Hey, besides me getting roughed up by that strong, cute ass chick, I'm good.
I should have recorded that.
I know, man. Hey, it's like a cute chick. She about my size. I'm just trying to walk past and she give me a hug. Next thing I know, she pick me up.
It looked like it's froze.
Oh, it's froze?
It looked like the video froze. Yeah, it still froze on the bug.
Oh man, it's running smooth over here. Let me try it one more time. Matter of fact,
shout out to Zed. Is Zed a male or female? This must be one of your regular trolls.
Yeah, Zed be going in. Zed's a female.
Zed be going in.
Zed's actually, she's a nice looking lady. I don't know why she be hating the basketball girls so much. Let's see if it unfroze now.
I'm good, man. Hey, besides me getting roughed up by that strong, cute ass chick, I'm good.
I should have recorded that.
I know, man. Hey, it's like a cute chick. She about my size. I'm just trying to walk past and she give me a hug. Next thing I know, she pick me up. I was not expecting that. I got initiated, so welcome to Pattaya.
All right, man. Yeah,
it's rough out there, man. If you're just trying to walk and just take a walk, that's the wrong street to walk down. They definitely gonna drag you into one of them bars.
Right. Yeah, she was these tactics be strong, man. They be strong, bro. Southeast Asia. These motherfuckers be strong. All right.
Hey, that was a good time though. Like they BMT walked me down the street and just said, we're gonna go check out some of these bars. He didn't tell me how they operate on that street. So like, yeah, if you could cross like 50 females, maybe you could make it through, but no, I ain't last that long.
I be going like my football days.
Yeah,
I be out here. I move like a running back. I was doing a spin move. You know what I'm saying?
You got to.
You know what I mean? So it's it's a lot. Don't get me wrong, guys. It's a ton of stuff to do in Thailand. But like Soy 6 is where all the celebrities go. Just kind of walk through. It's just fun time stuff like that, man. You can participate. You don't have to participate. Just check it out. What be killing me? I be seeing whole families on Soy 6. I just be like, you got your mom and your dad and your grandma. Like, okay,
I was trying to understand that too. I mean, I understand it's like a lot of retirees out there and a lot of people on vacations, but like he not playing. You will see like people of all ages, and you'll see groups like couples, what looks like father, son, mother and daughter. You be like, what is this whole family doing? You would expect to see that in like Disneyland or something, but Soy 6, you're gonna see the whole family just walking down the street. And that's another thing I noticed, because one time I walked down there with a female, I didn't get tackled or kidnapped or picked up. But if I'm walking by myself, yeah, they're gonna be on that. If they see a single dude walking by himself, they trying to get you into that bar. So they definitely will I don't know if you massage, they just gonna pick you up and drag you in there. I heard it was people that was like having 4 or 5 females picking them up like some little ants and just walking them back in the bar.
I see all the time. They be trying to pick me up. I'm a little too big for them to pick me up. They be trying to pick me up. But that came out of nowhere. She's just, I mean, she was strong, man. It's like
Ron Saluki
I was trying to pull her off of me, but she was just
there.
like, I'm like, damn, this bitch strong.
Ron say, Soy 6, you got to hit the PlayStation moves like on Madden. That's what he's, yeah.
Oh yeah. You just trying to walk through. You gotta hit him with some jukes and moves and stuff like that.
Yo, Brandon Clark in the building. Shout out Brandon Clark.
Shout out my man Brandon Clark in the building, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, they got me, Brandon. They got me. I ain't even make it. Well, we was like 3 bars in.
Yeah. We were 3 bars in. But another dope thing that I hear a lot of cats like to do in Thailand is like the little small bars. We went to a small bar. We got it in. You know, interesting enough, this bar.
I'm good, man.
StreamYard be switching stuff. Oh, here we go. But yeah, interesting enough, man, these girls were all Cambodian, and we in there just playing, you know, chopping.
Oh yeah, the pool hall.
They definitely some pool sharks, so we gotta watch them. They they can't play, but most of these girls can play some pool. I just playing a little game of pool and everything, chopping up, having a good time. Shout out my man Danny Flight Bass was in the building recording.
Yeah, shout out Danny Flight. That was good meeting up with him too.
Yeah, man, it was dope vibes, bro.
Yeah, him, Ed. We was hanging out with one of the OGs out there, Ed. I hung out with, man, that brother, he like 65 or 66, and I'm telling you, he can stay up longer than me. Like if you want to party, if you want to go walk up and down the beach or something, like he will stay up with you.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find that picture actually. So my man Ed is about, how old he said he was, Marcus?
65. Like, yeah, he retired, out there doing his thing, living his life. Oh, riding on the bike and stuff, especially in that
Ed be in the
like,
streets.
Yeah, Ed be getting it in.
And it's not weird because we got, you know, older guys around, of course, but it's just like you know how you be like, I don't know if I should be cussing in front of this guy, you know?
Yeah, like, out of respect.
Yeah, out of respect, but Ed's so cool, man. Ed be chilling, man. Ed is hilarious, dude. Ed be in them streets.
I'm telling you, he was like, hey, how long you want to stay? I'll stay up till the sun come up. I'm like, dude, I felt bad. I was like, I don't even know where to go or what to do. He's like, just see everything. You need to see it. Let's get something to eat. Let's go over here. Let's go to the beach. Ed was a cool guy. Like he would stay up with you. He don't care. I mean, I think that's like the benefit of just being retired. He like, look, I'm here.
Y'all see me missing my little shot. I'm getting warmed up, man. I'm getting warmed up.
Oh, girl right here. Yeah, she was good. And I've watched videos before. So I did like a little bit of homework leading up to this trip. And I heard about the game bars where they play like Connect Four and pool and stuff. So sometimes the girls will make bets, you know, because they want you to buy drinks, especially if they get a commission off you buying drinks. I understand it's like a hustle to that, but I didn't mind it because I thought that was cool. We already came in there for drinks anyway. I just wanted to whoop one of the chicks. I'm like, these girls good. Like they do this all day, so they will whoop you and pool, Connect Four. I didn't see nobody playing chess, but if they play chess, like I'm sure they good at that too. So I mean, it's all in good fun.
Yeah, they be on Connect Four, on Uno's and all that. But it's just a good time, man. Just hanging out, kicking in a little bar. You know, I try to take brothers off the beaten path. Most cats are gonna take you to 808 and flex and everything. And I don't, you know, I just do this out of love. I'd be like, hey, bro, let me show you around. You know,
Yeah.
You a guy in the app or one of the groups, and I have the time. I'm like, hey, bro, I'll show you around. I try to, like, you know, 808 is cool, Walk Street is cool, but I try to tell guys, hey, man, Pattaya is big. Like, it's a lot of little places you can go outside the little hip hop circle. You know what I'm saying? Entertainment circle. It's a lot of little duck offs and stuff like that. And you want to meet women from Laos, Cambodia. You know, all of them got like a different little mindset and a different vibe to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's good to know that it's there. Like I was in 808 for maybe 20 minutes, and I was like, all right, cool. This is the place to go when everything else closing down. I didn't make it to the after party, wherever that is. The other spot that's like further down Walker Street.
Mhm.
But yeah, 808 is a vibe, but it's like real similar to I'm throwing out an old name, but for those of y'all that used to be in DR like back in the day, Classy Coles is kind of got that type of vibe, or a
You went back.
casino. So like, I mean, yeah, I'm only comparing it to DR because like I said, this was my first time in Thailand.
I got that one in.
It's definitely a different type of vibe, but I would want to make it out there to spend a longer amount of time.
Yeah, for sure. So let me ask you this, man. Where would you put Thailand on the list of your experiences so far? Like, would you put it at up there, or it's something like maybe you come out here like once a year type of vibe, or once every couple of years?
If it was once a year, it'd have to be like a month or more, because I know like the tourist visas could be 30 days, I believe. I know they got different types of visas, but yeah, if I could spend a month out there, that would be perfect. I'm not gonna really do the comparing it to other countries because I like that each country is different. I understand there's like overlap and similarities, but Thailand, from what I could see, it's got its own vibe and its own living expenses, and the population is different. So I know that if I go back to Thailand, I have an idea of if you there, I can link up with you. There's also a Black population in Thailand that I could mingle with. I went to there's a group called Adventures While Black. So shout out to people from Adventures While Black. They had a wind down Wednesday type of dinner that I was able to attend. And I felt bad. I was like, dang, I got to leave this week. They got stuff lined up all the time. They got like pool parties, field trips, going out into the mountains and stuff. And these are just two groups, like between the Passport Bros app and Adventures While Black. Like that's just two. It's all types of groups out there for foreigners that want to explore Thailand. And I even made friends with one of the drivers. I gotta stop saying Uber. The Grab driver, I got a Grab, and he's originally from Thailand. So we chopped it up and exchanged information for a minute. So he might be not on this stream, but he kind of locked in with me on the Instagram. So it's easy to network out there. The Thai people are very friendly, very cool. And like I said, you also got different demographics out there, different tourists from different countries. So it's definitely a vibe.
Yeah, it's like it truly is like an international city, right? Like as far as, let's say you in Sasua, or you're gonna be dealing with mostly other Americans for the most part. You might get some guys from Canada. If you're in Colombia, you'll be dealing with maybe some guys, English-speaking guys from other Latin countries that, go back and forth from America to the States. Brazil, you're dealing with Europeans, other South Americans, mostly Europeans. You might see some Americans, some kind of minority out of there. But in Thailand, you definitely get the well-roundedness of the world, right? You got people from Australia. You got people from Africa. You got people from all over Europe. And even here, like the Americans are somewhat the minority. So it's pretty cool to be able to, network with people from all over the world, as well as kind of link up with people from your own home country.
Yeah.
So that's one of the dope things, man. You trust me, in Thailand, you will never be bored unless you want to be bored. All right. Let me catch a super chat by Discerning Dash with a $5 super chat, man. I really appreciate you showing support to the channel for the show. He said, "You don't feel used. The girls stay with you and play, so buying a drink for them is okay. Also, they are nice to you and treat you good. That's the difference." Yeah, they're very nice. Ladies are very nice.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I guess it's subjective. It depends on how you want to look at it. Some people might say, why would I go in this bar and pay to play with some girls? You're not necessarily paying them. All you're doing is buying the drinks. But they will make little bets and wagers and stuff like, hey, if we win this match, you owe us drinks. I don't have a problem with that. I've never felt used in another country as much as I felt used at home. I'm sorry to say that, but like with the dating economy right now, even with friends, even with going out, like everything, in my opinion, has been a ripoff because I know I can do and get so much more somewhere else. So, I mean, no, if you are getting the service that you're paying for, and sometimes stuff that you're not paying for, like that's a win to me. I don't feel you was doing it at all.
Facts. And let me ask you this.
Oh, I got to speak on this too. I mean, this might be getting off to a different subject, but like every country I've been to, I still keep in contact with people. So nobody's paying to be talked. They don't have to talk to me. I'm gone. When I was on this deployment, I received more communication and more support from people in all these different countries than I did at home. So that might speak to maybe my personal friends and family, a circle of friends, so-called friends. But that really left an impression on me that even in a time when I'm missing in action, I got support coming from all over the world. And I'm not even getting that from people that are supposed to be the closest people to me. So that's my own perspective. But yeah, ain't no going back, man. Ain't no going back. Like once you go to other countries and you are being treated with a certain level of respect or a certain level of appreciation, that if you're not receiving that anywhere else, like you can't go back to the matrix tolerating less. It just don't hit the same.
That's true. That's facts. That's 100% true. I got a question for you, and this was mentioned in somebody posted this in the Passport Bros app, right? They said, could you like put together? Well, they actually asked me. They said, BMT, could you put together like a minimum budget for each country for like, let's just say like 7 days, 7 days basically a week, right? Like how much would a person have to budget to have a good time and go out every night? And I want your opinion on this as well. I say probably the most expensive spot could be Brazil to a certain degree, but the most expensive it's really because it's all depends on the plane ticket. Like you said before, that's the most expensive.
Yeah, most expensive thing is getting out of there.
So the DR is actually in tourist areas can be fairly expensive, but your plane ticket is going to be cheaper getting there. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, resorts and stuff. Yeah, that's kind of the spin on that. Yeah, it's the reverse with DR. If you go into a resort, they'll get you out there with a deal, but once you're out there, that's when you spending all your bread at the resorts.
Right. And like I say, the plane ticket, the DR probably can be less than $500 for the most part. Now, if you go into Colombia, I would say that budget can range, a decent little range budget. The ticket could be like 500, something like that. The ticket's not so bad as well. The prices are pretty moderate, but they can be high on the Airbnb side in Colombia, right? So I would say if you can get away with, let's say 1,500 or something like that, you might can get away with 1,500 to 2,000. What you think in Colombia?
For what, a week?
Yeah, for like a week.
My experience was a little different because I only been to Cartagena, but I was with Unk J. Shout out to Unk J from his YouTube is Life of Unk J. So like I was out there for my birthday and he kind of blessed me for my birthday where I just stayed with him. He hosted me. So I will be back down there in July and I'll probably be footing the bill for Cartagena and Cali. I don't know if I'd be able to make it to Medellin. I'm still a little iffy on Medellin, but I know how to stretch a dollar. Like if I had 1,500 and you're not just, blowing it on mangoes, you can stretch that for a week with no problem.
Facts.
It depend on the individual. It depend on like your taste. If you need this expensive taste, you could blow through that in less than a week. But for me, I need like 1 or 2 nights of turning up, and the rest of the time I'm out doing some nerd stuff. I want to go to the tourist places. I want to take pictures. I want to, be at the beach. Sometimes I'm in the room just making videos. That was my first 2 days in Bangkok. I was editing videos, but I had like a peaceful space to do it, so it depends on the individual.
So in concerns of Brazil, I would say maybe like 2,000. It could be less because remember we're just saying we're not including the airfare. Right. But I would say if you just really want to turn up and have a good time in Brazil, I would say 2 bands should do pretty good. Like I said, it could be less depending on your going out rate and everything. The beach is pretty much free. You're gonna spend a lot of time on the beach there in Brazil. But I would say anywhere from 15 to 2,000. Now, let's move to Thailand. Like, what do you think would be a comfortable budget for Thailand?
Including everything, or just like day to day?
Let's not include the airfare. That's like the biggest part.
Right.
But just say a going out having fun budget.
What about like the lodging? Because like, for example, the Airbnbs, I was paying like $60 a day. That's because I wanted to be by the beach. I'm sure you can get it cheaper somewhere else.
Man, I got an Airbnb in Bangkok for $35 a night. That was nice.
Dang. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. You've been here longer. You've been there longer, so you probably know what you're comfortable with, like how close to everything you want to be. Or once I got to Pattaya, I was like, all right, I need to be. Once I learned where you was there, I'm like, I need to be closer to the beach. So like, that's why I did so much moving around. But if you don't mind being like a little ways away, you can lowball it. You can get a good deal, and all you really paying for is like sustenance. If you want to pay to go out to eat every day, some people do that. I went grocery shopping. That was like $50 for some eggs and steak and stuff like that. I'm talking about for the whole time I was there. Like, I left eggs. I didn't even get to finish eating everything I bought. The living expenses in Thailand is crazy. Like, I definitely see how you can live out there on a budget. But, you know, if you want to ball out, you can ball out there too. I don't need to do all that.
Right. And on the app, guys, we got all our Airbnb recommendations. Some properties not even on Airbnb. One of the pages is the global rentals page. So you got all the information you need. We got pages for tour guides and drivers as well, man. So it's a good, we have like our own little resource in there as well. And the Airbnb thing, man, like I got so many dope Airbnbs that I've stayed in myself, or guys I've mentioned. You know, I think the Airbnb thing is really more so important because you're gonna be pretty good in the South, at least in Thailand. But in Brazil, that's when it gets really, really sketchy.
Yeah, pricey.
You know what I'm saying? Like, not only pricey, but I remember Traversity rented an Airbnb, bro, and I swear the dimensions of his apartment was so strange. Like, it was like you walk in and you like in a parallel. You be like you just feel dizzy. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I got this bullshit for a whole month, man. I said, damn, like this shit making me. We gotta go to my crib, bro.
Making you dizzy.
Like, yeah, because they don't really have no building standards overseas. Let's be honest. Bro, my apartment in the DR, right? It was an expensive apartment right by the Malecon. I was paying like close to $900 a month. But when you walk outside, the floors are uneven.
Yeah, I think I know what you're saying. Yeah. Believe it or not, I saw a house here in the States like that. Like, they tried to remodel this old house, and one of the rooms, like the bedrooms, it wasn't level. I can say, and then you might get up feeling dizzy, feeling like what's going on.
I think Thailand has a really good infrastructure. Like, you can, they build really well out here, from my experience as well. And Colombia. Shout out to Medellin. Medellin do a really good job. I think Medellin apartments are very nice.
See, I still haven't been to Medellin yet. But
like, matter of fact, those apartments, they got those definitely that New York Manhattan vibe style to the apartments. Like, they're very nice. I want to give a shout out to Quasi Samson with a $9 super chat. He just showing support, man. Really appreciate that, man. I got another super chat here by Roar's Introspection and Travel, RIAT, with $20 super chat. Man, I really appreciate that. He says, I've been out there in Thailand in 16. Hold on. I ain't been out there in Thailand in 16 years. That's a long time, brother. At some point, I got to head down there, but I am hella biased on Medellin. Them prizes are something else. Much love to the Passport Bros. Keep getting them stamps. Yeah, we were discussing that on the basketball court.
I'm curious. What is the paisas?
The paisas are like the ethnic group in Medellin. That's like they little, kind of like they tribe, basically.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the paisas, they known for some good things. Basically, paisas are known in Colombia for getting all the money.
Oh, okay.
So other little tribal groups kind of low key be hating on them, but they're known, like Pablo Escobar is the paisa, basically.
Oh, all right, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. So paisas are known, but they also known for the bullshit too. You know what I'm saying? Let's be honest, But shout out to my paisas.
They the big bank Colombia.
yeah, I'm not gonna shit on the Pisces, man. Shout out, I got like I said, a ton of Pisces friends and Costeña friends as well. But yeah, shout out to the Pisces, man. Pisces are very beautiful. They can be black as the black, white as the white in Colombia. I've got my man Andre from Love Crossing Borders with the Colombian peso for 40 mil. So shout out to MAB, Aaron, and my fellow passport, bro. Shout out to Andre.
Yo, shout out OG Andre.
Shout out to Andre, man. Andre be dropping hella game. He be dropping.
Hey, dude, I did a consultation with Dre.
Oh yeah. His consultations are legendary.
Yeah, legendary. Yeah, his stuff is top tier. I would highly recommend his consultations to anybody that's going to Colombia. Sure. He even put me on game, like just traveling in general, like even outside of Colombia. So we should meet up at the Black Manosphere Conclave in September. But if I could link up with him and because I'll be in Colombia in July, I'm gonna see if I can shoot out to Cali if he out that way. But yeah, anybody that hasn't done his consultations, if you're looking for guidance when you go into Colombia, definitely reach out to him. Colombia
is one of those countries where a consultation can literally save your life.
Fact. That's what I was talking about. We was just talking about that earlier, as far as like making that distinction between these negative stories and the people that have success stories. You don't hear about the success stories as much, so we're trying to like highlight that. But the negative stories, those tend to be, in my opinion, people that aren't going through the consultations. They're not doing their homework. They're not talking to the OGs. They're not in the Passport Bro app. These are people that just kind of show up and do whatever they want to do and fail to realize, like, you're in a whole different country. You got to move a certain way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So the consultations are definitely worth it.
You know, when I was in Colombia, I just was blessed and lucky to be around a circle of guys that have been living there for years that was putting me on game. You know, when I was going to Medellin the first time, I didn't know anything about the druggings, the pull up on the motor concho, the motos, nothing. The guys were telling me, I'm like, oh shit, Medellin dangerous. They was like, yeah, it's dangerous. You know what I'm saying? and let me say this real quick. Medellin, I know Andre watching. Medellin is not Colombia. Let me say that.
Right.
But yeah, you just got to be.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Why do we have to get that disclaimer? It's because of the bad news that people broadcast more than the good stories. Like,
right.
I haven't been keeping up with this like I used to, but like I don't even know the crime rate in Chicago no more. I don't pay attention to it, but I know that there's always been more dangerous areas at home. So for the people that would try to discourage me from traveling, especially like family, I couldn't wrap my head around like, wait, I know the clubs y'all going to, I know the violent places that you would rather me hang out with y'all in. Why are you telling me not to go to Colombia, but you telling me to like be on 79th with you, bro? No, I'm good. I'm good on that.
Yeah, most cats. I mean, if you got some, I would say, because you don't have to be a street cat, but if you got some street sense,
some type of street smarts, yeah,
your street smarts, you'll be fine. Like if you just have a random beautiful woman walking up to you, telling you she wants to come to your home and have some drinks. You know what I'm saying? Like on the street, you're like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Let's go to my house.
Right.
You know, let's go to my house. Oh, you gonna fix me a drink? Oh, no. Great.
Same.
I knew that. You know, I knew they love bros out here. Yeah, cool. You know, then you wake up and all your shit going. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not laughing at the misfortune. I mean, I'm sorry to hear about stories like that, but it's avoidable. It's definitely avoidable. You don't hear about brothers doing consultations and having that happen because, like, you kind of walk into the situation already familiar. You already got a network of brothers that's kind of looking out for you too, so it makes a difference. So I don't understand how people continue to like place themselves in those situations unless they just feel entitled to a degree. I never walk in a country feeling entitled. Like I'm respecting the people. I'm trying to learn and get my wits about me. And I guess like I just got that ain't no lacking mentality. I'm not looking for trouble, but I'm looking to see like where am I at and what's going on in my surroundings. Some people don't do that. Some people just, like you said, they just got their head in the clouds and then they wake up with all their stuff gone.
Bruh, and it's funny to me because I see how they get different types of guys too, right? Because you got guys coming from Latin that are coming from different Latin countries, or they're like maybe Colombian American or Puerto Rican or something. They feel like, okay, I got a bond with these people because we all
right.
Latino culture. They be getting their ass too. And the crazy part is at one point they were kind of leaving the brothers alone, because when I first got out there, it was like guys from Europe getting robbed and drugged and Frenchmen. And I'm like, damn, they getting y'all. But then brothers came out there with the Gucci shirts and the
flashy
sweaters. Flashiness, they's all in Gustos.
Yeah, I can see that.
The silk P. Diddy shirts on and shit. I'm like, yeah, y'all about to get y'all
ass right.
I literally told some cats, I'll never forget this. I literally told some cats from Harlem. I literally told them, I said, hey, man, I think y'all should chill tonight. Like, y'all been popping bottles all day,
I see that a lot.
Yeah, it's like y'all should just, I said the vibe tonight, I'm just seeing the wolves out. I think y'all should chill. Okay, I got you, BMT. 2 days later, man, bro, we got robbed. I said, but damn, I kind of told you to chill out, but we can give a shout out to my man Brandon Clark, Stocks and Passport with a $5 super chat. He's also a member. He's also in the Passport Bros app. Says shout out to Marcus Brown and BMT. Much respect for both of you. Keep winning, brothers. I got my man Black Man. Hold on, let me get. I got my crew in here. Good time, Grego in the building. Medellin dangerous, not to people doing normal travel per statistics. Grego is right. Shout out to Grego. He's actually correct. Out of the millions of people that frequent and go to Medellin, millions of them don't have any issues. Okay. So I gotta be fair and balanced, you know what I'm saying? He's absolutely right. But there are incidents out there that you have to be aware of. If you're aware of the incidents, you'll be fine.
So let me ask you this. I'm not trying to be too extreme, but like if I just went to Medellin and just didn't drink, and I'm already kind of plain Jane with it. I don't do all the fancy stuff. Would I be good if I'm just partying and not drinking? Because that sounds like the biggest issue with a lot of guys is getting scoped and all that.
I mean, they can administer it through different ways. My guy, one of my guys who don't drink, they put it in his orange juice.
Dang.
So, I mean, you really got to be careful with not only your surroundings, but the people you choose to be within your circle and the people you invite to your home or your place.
Oh yeah. I don't even know if I'm gonna have nobody at the crib.
If you wilding out, it might be better just to get a hotel room or some shit, like a quick little room or something where you have all your belongings. Even in the States, I knew some guys. One was a dentist. The other guy was like a lawyer. No, one was a dentist. The other guy played for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they was in this sky rise. They had their own. Both of them were married, but they had their own boom boom bachelor pad for strippers and little rug rats and stuff running around the city. They'll bring them there. They wouldn't bring them to their actual home.
Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah,
in America, you're not bringing strippers and shit. Matter of fact, my
neighbor whole separate location for that.
Bro, my neighbor got drugged by 2 strippers back in Atlanta.
Damn.
Yeah, in Atlanta. He banged on my door. I was like, "What's up, bro?" He was like, "Man, I ain't got nothing. I need to use your phone and all this." I'm like, "Bro, because his eyes were like his pupils were dilated, and they put some in his drink, and they ramshacked his crib. I think they stole like $5,000 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, in Atlanta,
it happened anyway.
It wasn't Cardi B, was it? He ain't get robbed.
Man, ATL strippers, they do that.
No, I'm joking. Yeah, like she talking about that.
If strippers just want to magically go to your house, you know what I mean, instead of VIP, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be careful wherever you at.
Don Grigo says, shout out to my man Jay Clyde says these guys get stranger women in their homes.
Yeah,
we just talked about
that. I don't even do that. Like, I mean, a few times I do hang out with chicks at home. I'm just gonna Airbnb it. I'm going to a Kendrick Lamar concert in Chicago in June. I ain't taking nobody to the crib. That's all Airbnb.
Facts.
I mean, for me, it's more peaceful that way. I got to be very serious about a young lady if I'm bringing her home.
It's facts. Bringing it into your space. And guys be doing that like it's nothing in, overseas in Colombia and everything. In Thailand, you can get away with it for the most part. Shout out to my man, Black Man Travels. Great times in Thailand, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Chiang Rai, Phuket, and of course, Pattaya. Highly recommend. Black Man Travels. What we supposed to schedule to do a show, bro? every year we say we're gonna do a show.
Yeah,
We never
shout
do a
out
show.
Black Man Travels.
Shout out Black Man
Y'all
Travels.
should, man. Like that brother, I consider him another success
I mean,
story.
we used to have beef, but
we
now
got
we
all
good.
the success stories in the building.
Shout out man, Black Man Travels. I got much love for him. Living through y'all nowadays, officially grounded. That means you got married, huh? You must have got married. Yeah, the street.
Like I said, I consider that a success story.
Yeah, man.
Dre.
Yeah, love crossing borders. The Colombian 20 mil Colombian peso once again, man. I appreciate that. I literally just completed a consultation. Did one last most. Okay, did one and say the dude $15,000 in expat tax breaks. He is extremely grateful. Yeah, that's very true, Andre. It's a lot of little things you can do being an expat. A lot of money that you can save, because some people think that you got to pay double taxation, but matter of fact, I think Trump just did some new shit that kind of helped American citizens living abroad. It's like I think it's like 4 million of us living abroad right now from the United States and different countries. So we have all types of little things, taxes and stuff like that. Like we're exempt to a certain amount, so we won't get double tax. All right. So shout out to my man, Love Crossing Borders, Andre. All right. Shout out my man, Wojo in the building. It's my man. That Wojo is the guy that had me eating. He was the first guy that had me eating insects in Thailand. He gave me the passport. So what he did, I did to you, he did to me.
Right. No, I didn't, man.
He just handed me the bag. He was like, hey, man, take that right there, bro. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, what's this? He was like, hey, man, don't even worry about it, man. Just
don't worry about it.
And keep in mind, Joe about 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Like, Joe is huge. So I'm like, all right, I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He hit you with the shit.
Hey, go ahead. I ain't joking, my bad, dog.
He said, my bad.
Love Coach Boy said, damn, like a family reunion in the chat. Shout out to everybody. All right. Jay Klein says Medellin is perfectly normal and safe.
See, if Jay Klein said, I trust Jay Klein, man, because like Jay Klein, he know how to move.
I disagree. Wait.
What you mean you disagree?
Jay Klein rich, man. Jay Klein being expensive ass restaurant.
I mean, that's cool, but like, he been doing it. He's been doing it for a minute. So like,
my name for Jay Klein is Ghost.
I'm late to the game. I'm late to the Colombia game and the Thailand game.
Man, Jay Clyde just be poofing out of nowhere. I'd be like, damn, is that Jay Clyde? What's up, Jay Clyde? Then he be gone again. So yeah, he be moving like a a ghost up in that motherfucker, man. Yeah, we in here heavy tonight, man. We got 100. We got all the movers and shakers in the room. Okay, Black Man Travel say been robbed once. Chica stole my lingerie sets. Okay, that's just like a bad robbery right there, bro.
She wants to wear it around. She gonna be wearing a lingerie.
I want to point something out because this is definitely true. I mean, they do this a lot in Atlanta where I'm from. He said, laugh out loud, brother. Last time my homie brought a USA chick he didn't know home, his house was broken into the next day.
That's what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, that happens a lot. I'm not taking that chance. I mean, this is like before dating apps and all that. Like, just meeting a chick at a bar, meeting a chick through these, the car clubs and the bike clubs, real popular in Chicago. Like, it's always some drama. Like, when I go to a barbershop, that's when I hear about like all the stuff that's going on. So, I mean, like you said, that can happen at the crib just as well as it could overseas.
Yeah.
At home, it's even worse because like it's probably going to involve people and everybody going to play stupid about it. So at least that's what I hear from barbershop talking. That annoys me. It's like,
and then
why do we do each other like that?
You be wanting to get your get back too. That's what all the problems cause.
Yeah,
violence starts. People would want to get their get back. I know where that bitch stay. You know what I'm saying? I know that bitch.
Yeah, people are instigated.
Yeah, you're gonna pull up on their cuz and stuff.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry. He said his house was broken too the next day.
Yeah. Shout out to my man Daryl with $2 super chat, man. Shout out to you, Daryl. He said I felt way safer in Tajikistan. Is that how you pronounce that?
Tajikistan. I'm trying to sound it out.
I'm telling you, bro, brothers that be on the app, they be everywhere, bro. Like countries you ain't even never heard of. He said I felt safer and Tajikistan. I think it's Tajikistan. Than most of LA. Well, we know LA hella dangerous. By the way.
Now I'm making an assumption here. I'm making an assumption. I could be wrong, but like I could totally believe what he's saying if he was in a Muslim country, because I was in a Muslim country during a deployment, and yeah, it was safe. I mean, you got your things to be concerned with in terms of being on a deployment, but I mean, the Middle East is very I love their culture. I love the cleanliness. I love the respect factor. Like I could totally see him feeling safer. The only thing I noticed that I thought was like a culture shock to me was the currency differences, because like a lot of the Middle Eastern the currency is greater than ours. So like if you go in certain places thinking you're gonna ball out, like it's the other way around. Like our money might be worth less than theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about I mean, if you're respecting people, you're not gonna feel unsafe. Or
was you one telling me about? Was it Bahrain? Was that you telling me about?
I was there for a little bit, yeah. But
you said the money is
the currency difference. Yeah. So like in Bahrain, I mean, you can Google it, but like one of their dinar is like almost 3.8 US. And
so
Qatar
you're not winning the currency exchange out there.
I mean, you can get by, but you're not gonna go out there trying to make it rain and ball out and nothing like that.
Okay.
Some people do; they try to, and I highly discourage that. But
okay, we got multi-millionaire legend says, "Have anyone heard anything from Passport Dog?" Passport Dog is I know that guy in Medellin. He's been MIA since August of last year. I actually got a close friend of Passport Dog. I might hit him up and just check on him, see if he's heard from him. You know, guys, sometimes just take a break from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like it'll be YouTube is a lot, bro. It's another side of YouTube that y'all don't see.
I took a break too.
Yeah, it's whole nother. As a matter of fact, we can kind of mention the little. I know Marcus didn't know what was going on, but
I'm still playing catch up. Like I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, talking about at the module bar. Like Marcus was like, huh? What now? What's going on? Y'all beefing? Like, oh shit.
Yeah, me out here laughing.
So it's a whole other. So I understand when guys take breaks from YouTube, because you got trolls and you guys make threats on videos,
beefs and all that.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that, hey man, we in the same spots, we in the same areas, we frequent the same bars. Are we gonna be good, or are we gonna have a real problem? So that's an whole element. So maybe some guys should take a break from this bullshit sometime. But it is what it is. The article says Brazil. This is random, Marcus. Brazil and U.S. have a child support treaty, so don't go there. I mean, if you're just trying to randomly, make babies all over the world, yeah, definitely do your homework. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's still good to know.
Muslim countries are super safe. You can leave your car open here now. Was it you? I think it was Scooby that lost his phone and left his phone. And when he went back, they gave his phone back.
So in a Muslim, I did lose a phone before. I lost my phone in Dubai in like 2018. I was salty because like I thought I was gonna do another video out there. I didn't get that phone back, but I lost it sandboarding. We was doing like this desert safari thing. And when the sun went down and I couldn't find the phone, I'm digging through the sand. I'm like, okay, I ain't gonna get it back. That's the only circumstances where I felt like I lost something. But yeah, if you're in the city or in the mall or something, people leave their purses and bags and stuff at the table they're eating at. I've never heard of a lot of theft or crime in a lot of the Muslim countries.
Facts. My man Daryl, $2 super chat once again, man. I really appreciate that. He says Bahrain is a so nice country, but Amman is the move. Yeah, Daryl be going to countries.
Yeah, but I'm interested in that. Like because I want to see more of the Middle East. I'm understanding now, and I learned this through the music scene, through the DJs. Shout out to DJ Ghost. There's two DJ Ghosts, but the international DJ Ghost, he's also from Chicago, and he DJs all throughout the Middle East. and a lot of his story. You might want to do an interview with him too, because he's in the Philippines right now. But he brings like hip hop and rap music into different club scenes, and it's kind of common now. But he was doing this earlier when some of these different cultures was like apprehensive to that type of music. They were afraid to play it in the clubs. They thought like this is gonna bring violence or this is gonna have an issue. But you know, even including Afro beats, including a lot of the African music. So I mean, he's another. I wouldn't call him a passport bro because he's a DJ, but he travels and DJs and he's familiar with all the music. He's in my network as far as the travel theme music. So kind of what we doing is promoting travel theme music. When I travel to different places, I look for local artists in those areas, and then I slap my own music in there too. But it really ain't even about my music. I'm just doing that for YouTube. But yeah, any brothers that's making music, especially if it's travel theme, basically you make a song about a place that you've been to and just kind of jazz it up. And if the DJs that I work with, if they like it, then they'll spin it. So that's something else that I got working on behind the scenes.
Yeah, man, and your music is dope, man. I don't know if you can you pull up what's the one I like?
Man, I gotta finish. Cheers. Probably through YouTube, maybe. How would that work? Should I send it to you? Because we streaming on yours.
Yeah, you can send it to me. I'll pull it up.
All right, hold on 1 second.
While you do that, let me catch some of these comments. Zed, I think your viewers are the high class of the passport bros. Oh, thank you, Zed. That's very nice of you to say. All right. But unfortunately for you, there are more low-brow passport bros. Well, that depends on who you deem as a passport bro, Zed. You need to give it up. You can never turn a poop into gold, no matter how much you polish it. Shout out to Zed. All right. Zed always coming through with the negative comments. All right. This Jay Clyde.
Zed got like a love-hate relationship. It's cool.
Hey man, you know, Zed.
If they're regular on your
I don't know why Zed's so lonely. She's a nice looking woman. I don't know why she's so lonely. Maybe she needs to get off YouTube.
Zed cool.
Her man. Shit, I don't know.
Which one you want, the Cheers part 1 or 2? Because it was like an older one, and then the one where I was just shouting out the channels.
It don't matter, bro. Whichever one you want to send to me. And if you still got my old WhatsApp, you can send it to my old WhatsApp.
All right, since we've been doing pretty good on this stream, I ain't gonna send you nothing with cursing in it. I got like a radio edited.
Okay, bet.
Somebody said they ate a bag of fried crickets back in 2007. It wasn't. Hey, I'm impressed that you finished the whole bag. I chewed on one for like 20 minutes, and then there was other food I wanted to try, but it was like.
I think when guys, you start drinking and you're in them bars, because they're supposed to be like,
you're like, yeah, let me holler at some of them crickets.
Yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like, I don't know, like how you eat peanuts at a bar or something. You know what I mean? Like people just be popping them in.
Dry food.
I just can't get past the texture of an insect. I just can't get past it. Bro. Like no matter how well they season it, I ate a tarantula in Cambodia. I was like, I'm good on this bullshit. Hell. Okay, I got you. Hold on, let me forward that to the WhatsApp, and we're gonna play some music. Hold on. This is my jam right here, fam.
Arthur Will said he gave up. I'm guessing it's with the crickets. He gave it up after a few bites and ended up mixing it with ice cream. Cricket flavor ice cream. That's different.
I don't know.
He said
at your house all day. So good morning, BMT chat passport bro app gang. Salute to the traveling DJs who's rocking crowds from country to country.
Oh, definitely for sure. Yeah, I didn't realize how much of a journey that is too. Like as far as exposing different cultures to different music, because he got a podcast. Matter of fact, I'll send it to you behind the scenes. But yeah, that does play a factor in American influence too. Some of these clubs, and I'm guessing 808 is similar to this. I don't know their history out in Thailand, but like once they realize that, okay, this music brings a certain demographic that's spending money, they will be more receptive to it. So it kind of helps us assimilate into different cultures.
Facts. Must say it tastes like burnt bacon. All right, let me make sure that I put the right screen up. Here we go.
Wait, Zed. I wanna go to Africa. I've been to Kenya. That's the only African country I've been to. She say I love passport bros. I used to worry because I thought they would go to Africa, but for the most part they keep out. So I love them. So you love us over there. Like, no, I'm coming back. If I could get to Uganda, that would be cool.
Mm-hmm. Is it showing up? Hold on. Let me. Okay, here we go. All right. Let's do it.
So like this was inspired by BMT. He kind of gave me the blessings to make this song. So this is a Cheers Part 2, just on our travel thing.
Let's get it. I'm throwing it out a little bit. Hey, I'm throwing it out. All right, that's just dope, bro. That's just dope.
Yo, appreciate it.
I was bogging out a little bit. Hopefully, y'all got the stream, but yeah, you definitely check out his channel and his music. That's the you got two YouTube channels.
So yeah, I got 2 YouTube channels. The main one is the MAB experience. That's the one that most people know me from. When I joined the Navy Reserves, I made a second channel just for military content. So that's kind of like a military vlog. Red Pill Sailor, I'll throw that in the chat too.
All right, and I'll give a shout out to the real Black with the 5 super chat, man. I really appreciate it. It says BMT Live. What percentage of Pattaya expats are us Black men? Maybe 7%, something like that, 5%. It's not a lot. Shout out to Esco215. Appreciate the super chat, by the way, the real Blackula. Esco215 with the fire emojis. My man Jay Clyde said, I gotta say this to my Apple Music library. I got a bunch of
Yo, appreciate you, Jay Clyde. So yeah, like songs like that, songs from no logo AR. Y'all look him up if y'all don't know him already. He got a song that did real good last year. Feel Like Pablo. So this song, Feel Like Pablo. We got songs from Nate Queen. She's a Dominican artist from Santo Domingo. We get all these songs played by the DJs within our network. So that's kind of the move that we working with for travel themed music. Any of y'all that do travel music, that's what I'm pushing right now. Yo, appreciate you, Andre.
Hey, you know, man, I'm very tough on music. I got a bunch of homebuds that do music. I don't say it's bad or anything to them, but if it, you know, your shit's tight. You feel me? Like I like it. Lyrically laid, you know, saying rapping about some good shit. The beats are hard. People can feel it in the music. You know what I mean? I'm from ATL. It's a tough.
Oh
market.
yeah, I'm already knowing. And I know y'all deal with a lot of Chicago people moving, trying to, do their thing in Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean,
I just do it for YouTube. I did it
the
because
crazy part about it, we had great music even before the exposure happened, but you had hit songs in Atlanta that people never even heard of. So it's
y'all underground artists is crazy. Like the underground support, I should say, because I've been there a few times. One of my friends, Morgan Mimosa, she moved down to Atlanta, and like it seemed like she get a little more traction in Atlanta than she do in Chicago. But I could say the same thing for me because I don't even promote nothing I do. Everything I do right now is for YouTube. So
right.
And ironically enough, I get more play through the international DJs than I do at home. So I don't even promote myself at home.
Okay, you got the other track. What's up doing numbers?
So I just finished that. I don't have it online yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and publish that soon because I've been
Oh, that shit hard.
bro.
That shit
The crazy thing, I've been sitting on that since 2019. That song is from 2019. What's Up Doing Numbers? I had posted it like in this little reel on Instagram, and it got some good feedback. But BMT hit me up like, bro, send me that song. Where is the song? I was like, it's not finished. I'm telling you, I was trying to work with a lot of other artists that I knew, and for whatever reason, it didn't happen. But I got stuff I've been sitting on forever, and this is like the best time for me to finish it up.
Okay. Well, Marcus, man, it's been a great show, bro. I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, bro. We got this. We got to do this more often, man. We got to do some streams, some lives. You want to shout the channel before you go?
Yeah, I want to say thanks again for having me on, man. But my channel is the MAB Experience, and I've been around for some years. I've just been inactive, so I kind of took a break like a lot of other YouTubers, but I'm getting back into it. The MAB Experience, I'll put that in the chat. And on IG, Snapchat, and TikTok, I'm just MAB Experience without the THE. My second channel is Red Pill Sailor. That's more military vlogging. I made that channel once I joined the reserves. That's also another reason I took a break from YouTube because I've been kind of caught up in the Navy. But that's been paying off for me because I ain't gonna take up too much more time saying this, but even with the OGs that I met traveling, shout out to the truck drivers, shout out to the law enforcement, shout out to the military veterans. Every country I've ever been to, these are always the people. My bad. These are always the people that I run into overseas. It's always some retired veteran. It's always a truck driver. It's always remote workers. So that kind of inspired me to say, let me, do my little time, serve the country honorably and whatnot. And it's a stepping stone. It's something that has put me in position to spend more time here on YouTube. So, those are my channels, the MAB Experience and Red Pill Sailor.
Facts, man. All right, fellas, we out. Peace.
Peace, y'all. Thanks for having me, bro.